Hello, hello, and welcome to today's Speaker Card reading. Today's topic is what is it about you which makes other people envious? And for that, we have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Now, let's get started. Hello, hello, pile one. Let's see what is it about you that makes other people envious? Okay, okay. Clearly, you are a very smart person. Somebody who has been through a lot of ups and downs in life, and you have grown very wise, very smart, very wise, very witty, maybe even sarcastic. Somebody who sees right through people's facade. People can't get away with manipulation with you. That is one thing, and people are really envious of these qualities. Of course, they cannot manipulate you, they can pull the wool over your eye easily. So that is one thing. And you know what? It's because of your this intelligence. In spite of maybe suffering in the initial aspects of your life, a lot of you have suffered, like maybe having a difficult childhood, unstable home situation, financial issues, growing up with some chronic health issues, maybe parents having chronic health issues or some kind of addictions. But you have turned out pretty well. Like beyond that, going beyond that, you guys have done really well for yourself. You have really put in the effort to financially succeed. Like I'm seeing you are financially speaking at a very high position, quite a high position compared to your peers, and nobody expected you to reach the position that you have today. So that is the reason of envy. Sorry, I had to move the tripod a little bit. So nobody expected you, and that is something that makes people envy you. Yeah, you are also a very practical person, very left brain oriented, logical, analytical, practical, that kind of a person. And with the help of your sheer practical, intelligent brain, for most of you, you guys are probably science or sciencey people or into finances or are actually very street smart people. Yeah, I mean, Queen of Sword categories are very street smart, and you have literally made your own way with your pragmatic decisions. Like you didn't start off this way. Let me tell you, probably your parents were not as good as you with money, but you have learned your lessons and have become extremely good with money. You know how to save, how to invest, and all such jazz, and that's something. And you have really grown a lot in the last few years. Eight of Wands, you are an individual who is very like this lightning. You are very how shall I put it, you're like this lightning, very feisty, fiery, driven. Like you have that fire in your belly kind of a person. Also, people don't dare to rub shoulders in a wrong way. Like rubbing you in a wrong way can literally, you have the capability of ripping them apart. Not literally, but figuratively speaking. You are a very fiery, feisty person, especially when it comes to your work, when it comes to your rights and stuff, because you feel that there was a time a lot of things that you deserved were denied to you. Today you no longer depend on, yeah, you're very self-reliant. That's something that, it's your driven mentality. You're very driven. Your energy is like absolutely you. And also you're driven. And also now why people are envying you is they are seeing that your life is actually opening a lot of doors that never happened to them. But what they're not seeing is how hard you have worked to reach. They literally feel that life has opened a lot of easy doors to you, but that is not the case. You guys have worked very hard to reach wherever you have. Three of Cups, you are somebody who is celebrating life. I'm seeing celebration is coming in your, like celebration is happening in your life, which means that you are celebrating certain milestones and people are envious. Like wherever you have reached, it can be your graduation. I'm seeing like masters, PhD, getting some big promotion, getting married, and like These are the milestones which people around you, they didn't expect you. Like, you probably were, you were extremely bullied growing up. For a lot of you, probably you had some health issues to where you came from. A lot of you had a lot of like lack of self confidence kind of situation growing up, and you have faced a lot of emotional bullying. That can be a case. And today, when you are winning in life, you are making those steps, you're marking those steps, and then people are like, you're celebrating life, people are seriously envious of you. The Lovers card, you are one of those people. I'm getting a lot of flirtatious vibes. You tend to attract a lot of attention. That makes a lot of people envious of you. Everybody, most of us, we want attention wherever you go. Not most of us, like, introverts do not want attention, but mostly people are jealous because you effortlessly tend to get a lot of attention whenever you're even not looking for that attention, but you get it. And people tend to praise you, and a lot of you are genuinely good looking person, like lookers. And I'm getting a lot of flirtatious vibes, so probably you are also pretty playful in that regards. Like, most of you are probably not committed as of now, and that is something that makes a lot of people envious of you. A lot of you can be into law, legal field, advocate, judge, justice, something of that sort, like judicially or paralegal, or some kind of a right activist, or you are a person who is fierce about justice. You tend to always stand up for justice, even for others. You have grown up standing up against injustice, standing up for your own self. Now you know that, like, life is not fair. Some people tend to get away with doing nasty things, and you try to stand up against that, and that is something that makes a lot of people love you, and a lot of people hate you as well. Those of us who are pretty, we do not mince our words. We tend to become loved by a lot of people, hated by a lot of people. Like, people can love you and hate you, but they cannot ignore you. You have that kind of a personality presence. You're very strong. It's your strength. You're very resilient, even at office work or whatever. When you're going through maybe a crisis or a difficult situation, the way in which you endure that, and jump right back, and you are like, you bounce right back into your like normal life, that is something that makes a lot of people envy you. A lot of people are jealous of you because of that. The Three of Pentacles, you are an individual who is literally the architect of your own life. You are an individual who is like the architect of your own life, the architect of your own destiny. You have literally made every bit of your life, every aspect of your life with your own two hands, with your hammer, with own two hands. You have literally carved every part of your life with your own hands. You have carved it out, literally. Seven of Pentacles, you are an individual. See, the guy is looking and appreciating the coins. You have seen a lot of financial struggle going on. Like, it doesn't have to be like just penury. It's like you didn't have that stability growing up, and you always wanted that in your life. Like, not having to think about like where your next meal will come from, or maybe, will I be able to afford this medical bill, will I be able to afford a little bit of niceties. It was not affordable, and now you have that stability, and you appreciate that. Literally, you appreciate all the stability and all the niceness that life is offering to you today. I'm seeing that you guys are really, you live in an attitude of gratitude today, and that is one thing that makes other people envy you, because a person is very happy and satisfied when they are living in the attitude of gratitude. And as they say, in the law of attraction, more you feel grateful, more you attract the reasons to be grateful for. And that is exactly what is happening in your life. Like, I'm saying, the moment from which you started adopting this attitude of gratitude, your life started to get better. Seven of Swords, you are an individual who is like in this caged situation. You are like a caged bird. There was a time in your life where you felt like you couldn't make any decision on your own. You literally felt stuck like a caged bird. Maybe it was in your teens or growing up years, where you literally wanted to grow up faster to try and go out of that situation, where you could have more things under your own control. But situations were very rough, I'm saying for sure. Ten of Swords, you are an individual who is very, you felt totally drained. You have had a very, most of you have had a very difficult family situation, I'm sorry to say, where you felt trapped, you felt totally drained. Maybe your confidence went down the gutter because you're probably also verbally abused, emotionally abused as well. Maybe a lot of you having narcissistic siblings, narcissistic ex. And you know what, when we grow up in a semi narcissistic or a difficult family situation, similar things we tend to attract as well in our life. And that is something that has happened in your case, where you literally felt stuck. Even now it keeps you awake at night, it now even makes you cry. I'm seeing you guys crying out for help, because you have felt so helpless. You haven't ever felt this helpless in your entire life, the kind of feelings that you have had back then. So that was a very pathetic feeling to have for sure. But you grew up. That helped you mature very fast. That's why the Queen of Swords, you became the Queen of Swords, very wise, seeing right through people's manipulation, being very sarcastic, because a lot of you were very bitter and sour about life, but now not so. There was a time when you literally felt that life is not fair. And this Hanged Man, literally, you are the enlightened one. You have had so many light bulb moments, like a wake up call. Yeah, you guys are, yeah, you are a very, first of all, very well dressed, getting a lot of attention. Also, probably a lot of you have the gift of the gab. You speak very well. And a lot of you are very sarcastic, very attractive personality. With the devil card, what I'm saying is, you have all of this on the surface, but on the inside a lot of you are still very cynical about life, maybe not very confident enough. And on your outer surface, whatever you project, that makes a lot of people really jealous of you, envy you, because you get a lot of attention, like a celebrity kind of attention. You are like a local celebrity for a lot of you, is that is true. Like you are a local celebrity at your, like maybe in your college, in your office, in your locality. Everybody recognizes you, respects you, wants to be like you, and that makes a lot of people envy you, gossip about you. There are a lot of gossips I'm hearing. But on the inside, you are a very wise person. You are not a risk averse, but you are no longer a risk taker, because you have been hurt. Remember, a fool too was once a fool, and they have been hurt. So now, before they take a call, they probably, a lot of you also tend to go through commitment issues, because you have trust issues in you. That's why. So that can also be a thing. 10 of Wands, you are a very responsible person. You are responsible because you had to take on responsibility growing up very fast in life. You had to grow up very fast. So even now you are a very responsible person. Also, it shows that you have a lot more responsibility, like promotion, like at a higher position, a higher status, where you have the responsibility of your juniors, a team lead, a CEO, and people are envious of that, of your achievements. People are also envious of how stable, emotionally, how calm, cool, quiet, a cool guy or a cool girl kind of a thing you have, which makes a lot of people feel very rattled. Like even in the, especially you're very good at minding emergencies. Scorpio or a strong Pluto can be significant for you. A Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo, A Pisces can be significant for a lot of you. A Leo can be significant. You know what I'm saying is, people are rattled by the karmic calm almost that you display, because even in the face of severe adversity, in the face of severe emergency situation, you are like totally unperturbed, not so moved by whatever life is throwing at you. Literally. Nine of Wands, you are an individual who is very, very, how shall I put it? You're very desirable. People are envious. A lot of you have naturally a very lean, very athletic or voluptuous, whichever you find attractive, like very appropriate kind of a body. You can eat anything and get away with it, still look like $1,000,000. You're not putting on makeup, not trying much, you still look like $1,000,000. That is something that sparks a lot of envy. And you are also very desirable, very courageous. You're very good at making money. Like, for a lot of you in your astrological chart, you could be having something like a Dhan yoga or a Lakshmi yoga, like literally as if you are those people who are very, very good with money, in making money, in spending money, and also in saving money. You haven't forgotten where you came from, how much of a suffering you have had once. So you always are very, very wise when it comes to money. Wolf, devour the ferocious calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. You are like this lone wolf. You are one of those people who is like this lone wolf. You know, if people rub you, you can be on your own, not disturbing anybody, very laid back, but once people try to rub you the wrong way, you are like this howling wolf. A lot of you have very strong sarcastic speeches, and a lot of people admire you for that, and you also attract a lot of jealousy because of that. Journey, daughters of our mother, workers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you own. You are an individual who has literally self-made. You have made your way in this world on your own. You have endured a lot to reach wherever you have today, and you know that you've come a long way, and people understand that you are capable of facing anything that comes your way, because you are a fighter and a winner in life. Unicorn, indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. You are an individual who is like this unicorn. You are very creative. A lot of you also have a very creative, imaginative side about you. A lot of you, people around you consider you to be very magical, and hence that sparks a lot of jealousy. Maybe the creative side of you can make you stand out. Maybe a very good violin player, a very good singer, a good dancer, a painter. That is something that makes a lot of people jealous of your talents as well. Penguin, the period of darkness that you are experiencing is now passing. Literally, you have been through a very difficult lessons learning period in your life, and I'm seeing that you guys have learned most of your lessons and now are ready to move ahead with your life, move forward with your life, and you are an individual who has been through a lot of difficult period in your life, and they have taught you to grow up. They have taught you to become a person who you are today, to become somebody who is genuinely a lot more resilient than the normal people out there. Blue Heron, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. You are like this blue heron. See, you are like this blue heron who is very, you know where you stand. You're a very secure person. You securely stand. You know what your position is. You have a very clear mind. You have a very clarity of thought, and you have the courage to speak your mind with absolute detachment, without a botheration what others would think, say, and do about you. Yes. Platypus, stop complaining and focus on your attention on the blessings in your life. You are literally like this. You have seen so much trouble that when people tend to complain about small things, you are like, nah, I've been through way worse. So now what you do is you have learned to focus your attention on things that really tend to matter. And you also have a lot of blessings in your life which you really appreciate. You, like, literally, you live your life with an attitude of gratitude, and that makes a lot of people envy you. Yeah, you are like this peacock, like, who stands out. You are noticed, like, wherever you go. It could be your personal style, it could be the way in which you dress, it could be like the way in which you look. Maybe a lot of you are ethnically completely different from your neighborhood, from your locality, from your surroundings, and that's something, anything that makes you, like, literally stand out resplendent in your own glory. Walrus, remain vigilant about the current situation, pay attention to signs and omens, and let them dictate your choices. Literally, I'm seeing like you are somebody who is also very vigilant, because you have been through rock choppy waters. So now you're very vigilant. You pay attention to what others are like, you are so observant and vigilant that you can, if you feel that there is some impending danger, you are one of those people who will sense it much earlier than most others, and accordingly you make your life decisions. Maybe you have been through, like, when others were going through difficult, like as I said, the COVID situation. Maybe you're one of those people who are always very, like, well stocked, in prep, always well prepared, like taking your vaccinations on time, like most of us did anyways. But a lot of people were caught off guard. You are probably one of those preppers who, like, have something at hand all the time, that you are not, like, totally not knowing what to do, where to go. You are not in that position at all. Transformation. Yeah, this is another thing, like, growing up, since you have been bullied a lot, today those people who have bullied you, they can no longer recognize you because you have changed as an individual. You have changed so much as an individual that people can no longer recognize you as an individual, like as a person who is you are no longer the person you used to be like 5-7 years back. And your bullies are also awestruck. Maybe your exes or your toxic neighbor, they are like awestruck, unbound. Yeah, you have cut all the past life. You have released all the soul patterns of past life, all the toxic patterns of your past, and have moved literally moved on and moved ahead in life. And that is something, like, you have moved ahead so much in life. Like, people who are way ahead of you growing up, they are very jealous. Trust the niggle. Yeah, as I said, you're very observant and your instincts are also very strong. You trust your, if you have a niggling feeling about something, some situation or some person, you just trust it. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You are one of those people who has literally broken the chain of, how shall I put it? You have broken the chain of all your past situations, past life contracts. Unbound and break the change. I love this kind of connected readings. You are a person who is no longer suffering for because someone did you wrong. There was a time when you used to probably ruminate over your past, but no longer so. Shift your perception. People and their perception about you have shifted today from what it used to be. Probably people used to call you a loser and whatnot when you're growing up, and would make fun of you, would belittle you. Those are the people today. They probably use you as an example, motivational example. They are the ones who try to use your example as a motivation for themselves. Like, if they can do it, so can we. Make plans and focus. You are a very goal oriented, plan oriented person. You're also very focused. You are a person who is genuinely driven, focused, schedule oriented, very regimented, and these are the things that has given you a lot of success. Whether you like to do the work or not, you just do it anyways, and that has given you a lot of success in life. And that is something that makes other people envy you, because very few people are this way. Trust and thrive. Today you're thriving in life, and that is because you have had a lot of faith in your own abilities, also that of the universe. When nobody trusted you, you had the faith that you will come out as a winner in this life. And that is something, that faith and trust is something that makes others, like unwavering faith in the universe, in your own abilities, that makes a lot of people envy you as well. Yeah, you know what? Unlock the magic within. There is an ethereal element, there is an ethereal quality about you which actually makes you stand out. It makes you very magical, very otherworldly effect. There is a brightness, there is a light around you which actually makes you look way more refined. It makes you stand out in the crowd. You guys tend to stand out a lot in the crowd, and that is something that makes other people really envy you. You're very fearless, you're very strong. It's your strength, courage, determination, focus, ability to plan, and execute the same. These are the things which actually makes other people, these are the things that makes you stand out. And your determination also, I'm seeing, like these are the things that makes you stand out in the crowd. And naturally other people, of course, are more envious of you. More and more they get envious of all of this. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Yes, you know what, you're one of those people who has really worked very very hard, and today you're just reaping the rewards and seeing the rewards. People, especially in today's day and age, we are living in a bubble where we just see people's results without paying attention to all the hard work, years worth hard work that they have put in. You guys have put in a lot of hard work. You've learned from your past mistakes and situations and have actually re-implemented them in your life, which has actually made your life way better. I'm seeing that is something, like people see the effect of you reaping the result, and that is something that is making them envy you. The energy is gaining momentum. Yes, you know what, I'm seeing more and more with the passage of time, your prosperity, your abundance, your popularity, your visibility, these things are increasing, and people around you are not very comfortable. I'm seeing a lot of eyes are set on you. Some are your fans, some are your haters. Like if you have 2/3 are fans, 1/3 would be haters. You are very close to achieving your goal. Yes, you are somebody who has achieved, who has managed to achieve their goals in a very short time period. And you know what, literally those people who envy us, actually people will only envy you when you have something which they really would like to have, but they wish they had it, but they can't, they don't have it. They do not have those qualities, and that's why they envy you. That is exactly, you're very close to achieving your goals, and people know that there's nothing that they can do today to stop you, and that's why they're envious. You are good enough. You no longer doubt your worth. There was a time when you were very unsure of yourself, but that is not true anymore. Swim away from the situation shark. Yes, a lot of you, I'm seeing that you have been through a very traumatized past, maybe a past relationship, maybe a toxic family situation or work situation, but by the grace of the universe, you guys have managed to swim away, to walk out of that situation and rebuild, redefine your life. You guys have managed to literally rebuild your life on your own from the scratch, and that is something that very few people can do it. Like enduring a toxic past, coming out of it, and rebuilding your life. It's not an easy game. Not everybody can do it, but you guys have managed to do it. Kudos to you guys. You don't need someone else to fix you. Absolutely. You know what? You are such a self reliant person that you do not need others, and that is something that makes other people feel very insecure. Now, time for the guided messages. I wish I could be as content as you are. You know, it's your contentment with your life that makes other so envious of you. You're like a blessing to a lot of people. You know, I'm seeing a lot of people actually admiring you, which makes some people really jealous. Working hard is second nature to me. Yeah, your ability and your mindset to work hard and harder towards your goals is something that makes others be jealous of you. You have mesmerized me. You know, you guys have naturally have a mesmerizing quality about you which others are jealous of. Your kindness and compassion makes you stand out. Exactly, you are a very genuinely kind and compassionate soul, and that makes other people jealous of you. Life is a journey, just enjoy every bend. It's your own mantra that you know what, life will come with its own ups and downs. Just you need to embrace, and you need to mold yourself as like adjustments, adjusting to the new and adapting to the new facets of life is a part of it. And okay, I'm just moving the camera a little bit. You know, that is a major part of life, and you know, being able to adapt to the new things and trying to be the best you can be even such under such circumstances makes you stand out, and that makes a lot of people jealous. Your sense of self-worth and self-respect also makes it tend to rattle a lot of people anyways. Those people who are very strong as individual, they tend to get a lot of envy and hatred anyways. Okay, now the charms. You are a very loyal and faithful person. You are at the star. You get a lot of attention, which makes a lot of people jealous. Your good times have arrived. A lot of admirers you've got. You hold the key to your destiny. You guys are very masculine in general. You are divinely blessed and protected. You are, you know, you're getting a lot of recognition for your work. You know, what I'm seeing is you guys are generally, you tend to stand, like literally you guys tend to literally, wherever you go, you guys tend to stand out in the crowd, and that makes a lot of people really envious of you. I hope, pile one, you've had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Namaste, thank you. Hello, hello, pile 2. Let's see, what is it about you that makes others envy you? Clearly, I'm seeing that you are one of those people who are very, very graceful, who look like you are a looker. Right off the bat, you are a looker. You always tend to stand out in the crowd. You always look put together, very well put together. Your dress sense, the way in which you present yourself to the to the world actually has a lot of admirers. It has drawn, like you're one of those people, you know, while walking, while crossing the road, people will turn their heads around and watch you. You tend to bring a lot of light in the room. Like whenever you enter a room, there is a lot of light, and I'm seeing that, you know, you have actually a lot of secret admirers, way more than you can anticipate. Yes, you are, you know, whenever you go to a restaurant and something, they probably give you a center seat or a seat which, like, you know, they will only give to their esteemed clientele. You're one of those. You're always dressed for the occasion, like you always stand out, and that is something that tend to make a lot of people jealous. They really wish you guys have fantastic body. It can mean anything. I'm seeing mostly a very lean or athletic kind of a body, but for some it can very well be a voluptuous body or a more well-rounded body, more filled up body, but something which is very attractive, because I understand that that attractiveness or looking gorgeous is a very, like, it varies from person to person. It's a very subjective thing. You are also a very self-made person. The way I'm seeing you here is, people see you as somebody who has achieved a certain thing. You stand out in the crowd also because of your achievements, and you have literally achieved it with your own efforts. You have given your life a whole new direction with your own efforts. Self-made person. You are an absolutely self-made individual, a self-made human being, and that is one of those qualities that makes a lot of people envy you. Absolutely, like everything, you started from scratch. Nothing was handed down to you, and you started everything from scratch, and from there you have done a lot. You have come a long way in life. Temperance, typically you are a very balanced and wise person, somebody who is genuinely wise, balanced. You believe in not taking anything to the extreme. You believe in the middle path, and that has given you a lot of success. A lot of you could be a strong Libra. A lot of you, I'm seeing a lot of Capricorn or Virgo, very methodical, very rooted, very grounded in reality. On the surface you have a very glamorous exterior, so to say, but actually you're a very rooted, grounded, regimented, disciplined, focused, making a plan and following through it kind of a person. Also, the Judgment card. Yeah, you are somebody who is you are somebody who is very, very self-reliant, self-dependent, a very independent person. You are fiercely independent. You are somebody who genuinely believes in dancing to the tunes of your own bits. You are a person who is, you do not really care. You do not pay two hoots to what other people will think, say, and do about you. All you care about is your own well-being and what you want about life. You have learned over the years to become unapologetically your own self and not give a damn about what others would think about you. That is a quality that has really helped you this thus far in life. I'm seeing Ace of Wands. You are very, very, very driven. You are like a firebrand when it comes to your work. You're very fiercely driven towards your work. You're very passionate. You have always had that fire in your belly. I'm seeing, like, I need to prove my mettle, I need to prove my worth. That kind of a thing about you has always been there, and that makes a lot of people jealous, because you know what, people understand that your kind of people usually tend to really achieve a lot more than most others around them. Having so much of like self motivation tend to usually take a person far ahead in life. Six of Swords. You are somebody, you're like this turtle, who has really, you never give up. Somebody in the face of all the Six of Swords like impediments in life, you guys just never give up. You do not believe in the thoughts of giving up on life in under any circumstances. Come what may, and I am gonna prove my mettle. I am not gonna give up. Like, you guys can be very good, like emergency doctors, surgeons, nurses, very good at handling crisis, firefighters, like crisis management, disaster management, authority officer, those kind of people. Also in therapy, counseling, spiritual teachers, somebody who helps people who are in dire need of help and support. You are one of those people. Six of Wands. You are a very ambitious person. Very, very, very ambitious person. I'm seeing that people, actually those of those who actually are jealous of you, because they, on the inside, they actually admire you. They admire the amount of drive and ambition that you have for yourself, for your future, where you want to see yourself like 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You know where you want to see yourself at, and you are relentlessly walking towards that. You are walking towards bettering yourself, in upgradation of your lifestyle and self betterment. Betterment is bettering your situation is the only thing that you can do with your life. Six of Wands typically tells me that you are one of those people who, people, I'm saying, like, I'm getting the vision that people just looking at you drop jawed when you tell them that what you want to get out of your life. You have a lot of light, natural light about you. You tend to brighten up the room the moment you enter. You are also a workaholic. That makes a lot of people, you have impeccable work ethics. Like, people know you for your work ethics. Oh, that person, that incredible work ethics person. Okay, so people know you for your work ethics, and of course, like, you are a relentless workhorse, and that makes a lot of people jealous, because of course, somebody who is so driven, so passionate, so determined to make it work for them, life is going to become easier and easier. Like, harder you work, luckier you get. So people might call you lucky, but it's been your those like relentless burning of midnight oil. People see already you as a successful story, successful person, success material, whichever way you put it. People just see you as a successful person. I'm seeing like you're one of those people who is extremely successful. People see you as that. Like, people feel like, even those who envy you, they think that this person should become could actually potentially become a local or a national level celebrity, like a celebrity kind of a person. Like, I'm seeing you guys have that persona about you. Like, your our persona, our vibes, our what do you call it, personality, that is also very important, right? When we are presenting yourself, and you have that about you, and that is something very few people can actually have, that like jazz, having the jazz, as they say. Yes. Nine of Cups, you know what, you have a lot of people crushing on you. That is another reason why, of course, people envy you, because they know, first of all, in a heterosexual scenario, people with your same gender, they are like jealous. They can't figure out why people are like, they just wish they had that kind of attention. And in the like opposite gender people, they know there is a huge line, there is a huge competition. So you have a lot of people just wanting your attention, hankering for your attention, and that is something that people are really envious of, especially people of your own gender. They just wish that they could have that kind of attention. You're also known for being compassionate, altruistic, not just to the have nots of the society. I'm seeing you're very kind and compassionate even towards your own family and friends. Since you have a little bit today, quite a bit today, you have no problem sharing your abundance with those who are in need, especially your family and friends. And that is something that makes people tend to admire you, love you for that. And people are also jealous, because you have such a good persona about, like, most people love you, but those who are jealous of you, they admire you. They know that they cannot be as compassionate, as genuine as you are. You're also very stable and reliable and loyal. You're seen naturally, you're being seen and perceived as somebody who is very good, who would be very good for a long term relationship or marriage. And I'm seeing that is a major theme in your life, like people being jealous because you are getting a lot of attention, a lot of serious attention. People are also jealous because of how good you have been, how good you are with your money. I'm seeing you are terrific with your money. You are so good with your money, and people are really jealous of that. You do not believe in squandering your money away. You do not squander your money away. Instead, you know how to save it, how to invest it. It's not just about making the money, making the coins, making the bucks, but also saving them, investing them, so that you can retire early, maybe see the world and not have to work beyond a certain age. Who knows? Literally, Seven of Swords. You are also a very tactical kind of a person, somebody who knows, like, when the time is right, then only I need to hit the iron. You know exactly, like, this guy, he's hiding behind the tree because he knows he can't face all three of these men. So with his ammunition, he hides. He is waiting for his chance, just the way you need to also wait for your chance, because life gives opportunities to everybody. It's up to you to seize those opportunities, and that's exactly what you believe in, and you have done that. You have seized a lot of opportunities. You do not believe in letting go of the opportunities. You are a very opportunity seeking kind of a person, which makes a lot of people, probably people judge you, maybe people call you opportunistic. But when it comes to especially work and career, guys, you got to be opportunistic, right? You got to be a realist as well. You're also a very wise person. People are jealous of you because you're very wise, way beyond your age, and that's why you act as a mentor figure. For a lot of you, you could be a public speaker, motivational speaker. Even if you're not, you could become a very good motivational or a public speaker, a good counselor, therapist. These are the things, because people love to listen to you. Your survival guide has become a motivation, can become a motivational way of motivation for a lot of people. And I'm seeing that is something like people looking up to you, younger people. Like, if you are in your late 20s or mid 20s, people in their late teens and mid teens, they like coming to you for suggestions, for motivation. That is one thing that makes a lot of people really envy you. The World card. You know what? You have literally managed to turn the world from this black and white to the color. You are one of those people who has managed to literally turn your world. I'm seeing like you have upgraded your world. The people you rub your shoulders with, the vehicle you travel in, the house that you live in, everything has been upgraded in your life, and that is the thing that makes a lot of people envy you. Like, today, you no longer, you were a part of them, you were one of them, but today you are far above in rank and status, and that is something that a lot of people can't take. Like, they admire that, they respect that, but a lot of them want to say that, you know what, they just got lucky. But that is not the case. I can see that warrior woman. You're somebody who has fought fiercely in their lives to reach wherever they have, and you are all about justice. You always tend to stand up against injustice. A lot of you could be a lawyer related to the law field, or an activist, and that gives you a lot of visibility. That makes you, like, you naturally tend to face a lot of uh, uh, lack, as well as adulation for that. Maybe a lot of you have some social media accounts where you get a lot of attention from. Wolverine, you are a lot tougher than you think. Yes, it's your toughness, it's your mental resilience, it's that, that patience and perseverance that you have displayed makes a lot of people, it tend to rattle. You tend to intimidate and rattle a lot of people, which makes them in a way envy you. They start being jealous and envious because they are rattled by you, by the spark that you display. Spider, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Yes, a lot of you could be writers or creative people who maybe you use your hands maybe you could be a good musician, music instrument player, could be a good painter, but could be into creative or content writing, and that is giving you a lot of, your creative juices, letting them flow is giving you a lot of acknowledgement in life, and people really envy that your creative part is something that gives you a lot of attention, and that makes a lot of people insecure. Roadrunner, keep your sense of humor. A lot of you could be artists actually, and making a living, making a very abundant lifestyle. Selling your art could be also a thing, like places like Etsy and stuff. Just an example. You can do it on like anywhere today and make a very good living out of it. I know personally two people who does that, and they are so good at it. Okay, Roadrunner, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Yes, you're also like somebody who, you have faced a lot of mockery and stuff, and you do not take them seriously. You only take your work seriously. That is a major mindset. The attitude, the way in which you approach things, that attitude is very important, and that is one thing that I'm seeing is there in you. Tiger, you are being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you are capable of doing so. You are somebody, people see you as a leader. In you, people see a lot of leadership qualities in you, and that is one thing that I'm seeing. Like, you are you are an individual who is who has a lot of leadership qualities about you, and that of course makes you stand out, and of course a lot of people feel insecure around you, jealous around you. Ladybug, this is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all the good things in life. Exactly, you are leading your life like this. Ladybug is literally a sense of success, comfort, fortune coming your way at last after a long hard working phase. You are at last coming into a more, most of you have started seeing like a bit of success, quite a bit of success, because I'm seeing like you're gonna make it really way bigger than what you're seeing right now, and people are of course insecure and jealous. Don't deem to fit in. You have at last learned to become unapologetically, sorry, my apologies, unapologetically your own self. You are no longer saying sorry. Like, there was a time when you would literally say sorry for your own existence. Today, you no longer do that, and that is a major reason why people are triggered. That is very triggering for a lot of people, I am saying. You guys are also really ahead of your time. A lot of you have literally very progressive thought process. I can see a strong Aquarius connection, and that makes a lot of people really be jealous of you, judgmental of you. People are also very judgmental of you. You tend to face a lot of judgments coming your way all the time. Step out of your comfort zone. You are somebody who is always working, always trying to push your boundaries far and wide, way beyond your comfort zone. Somebody who does that, who tests themselves all the time, are those people who tend to find success more often, and people are naturally judgmental, and really they're scared of your achievements as well. Leo, new moon, confidence is your key to success. People also feel that you're very confident, and this confidence actually makes a lot of people feel very insecure about their own selves, and which makes them being jealous and envious of you. Your communication, for a lot of you, you could be a polyglot, speaking multiple languages. You have a very deep mind, deep thought process, and whenever you put those thoughts into words, people are like in awe. Whenever you speak, people actually love to listen, and a lot of you could be a very good orator, a good like speaker. That kind of a thing can be seen. Gemini, Aquarius and Libra can be strong in your chart. Yeah, whenever you speak, you get a lot more positive attention, which makes a lot of people even more insecure. Those people who are already jealous, they get even more insecure, because your kind of a personality you have no problem getting extra attention from others. Have faith in your dreams. You are somebody who is very self-reliant, self-dependent. You're very assured of your impending success. You're very assured of the success that is coming your way. I'm seeing you are somebody who could be like very, very secure in your own position. She wolf, unleash the wild within. You are like, for a lot of you, you could be very lazy and laid back. You don't get into, like, you do not mess with others easily. But there are people who tend to judge you, try to rub you the wrong way. That's when you literally, when you give it back to them. I'm seeing like very few people are out there who can actually take your, when you lash out, very few people can take that. And literally people are envious of you because they are a little bit envious, because intimidation is the key. They are scared of you, they're scared of your talents, they're scared of your potential. See your seeds grow. I'm seeing like you guys are reaping the benefits of all the hard work that you have been putting in for so many years. Now you're seeing the benefits, you're reaping the benefits of those, and people are scared, people are judgmental, people are intimidated by that. Be brave and honest. Yeah, you are a very brave and honest person. You are somebody who is brave, honest, determined, that kind of a person. Wise one. Grow within your current situation. You are a very wise person, somebody who has really grown and matured in your current situation. You are somebody who is very you're wise, you're determined, you're like, you're one of those people who is known for their wisdom, the way in which you maintain your life, the way in which you maintain your finances, the way in which you maintain your relationships, those relationships which matter. They actually reflect the state of mind you are in, and that makes, of course, people are jealous, because you are not somebody who would show off for the sake of it. Instead, you are that real solid person, very rare actually. Trust in the unknown. People also understand that you have a lot of faith in the universe, and you have been protected by the universe several times. You are protected by the higher power. Bat, invoke thy power and fear not, not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Literally, you're somebody who has walked through those darkest alleys, which has helped you transform in those situations into your most wisest version of yourself. And instead of crying and creeping and complaining, you have changed yourself as an individual, and that has helped you grow. That has helped you manifest a lot more abundance into your life, and that makes a lot of people jealous. When they sat and cried, you went back to work and started your fight. Room. What dreams may come from what you seek? Make room, make way, a clearing need be. You have managed to let go of all the past energies that were no longer serving you, that were just pulling you down, that those people, those relationships, those situations and attitudes and addiction, whatever, you have let them go. They were not serving you, they were just pulling you down with its heaviness. So it's better to let those situations, those energies go, and you have rightly done that. Third harvest. You're one of those people who is so abundant that in spite of the first two harvests, you have the third harvest left, which shows you are so abundant, like a milk and honey situation I'm getting for a lot of you. And that makes a lot of people jealous, because such an abundant situation is not common at all. Princess, you can be your own knight. You are an individual who is your own knight in shining armor, who is like, you do not need another knight in shining armor. You have your own self. When you have your own self, that's all you need to fight and stand up for yourself. Expectations, don't seek anyone's approval. You are an individual who does not seek other people's approval to be who you are. You're very unapologetically yourself. You tell people what they deserve to hear without feeling like you try not to hurt them, but those nasty people tend to stay away. I'm getting like you have that energy which is a repellent of all those nasty people, and that makes them really judge you, being jealous of you. You are a revolutionary. They see you as somebody who has started a new revolution today in your life, in a lot of people's life, and that makes you stand out, that makes you gain a lot of traction, and that is something that makes other people jealous of you, envy you. Your life is as simple as you keep it or as complicated as you make it. This is your mantra for life, and that makes others really envy you. I love the maturity and sincerity that you bring on table. Literally, it's your maturity, wisdom, sincerity that makes people envy you as well. Building every cornerstone of my life with my own deeds. You are an individual who literally built every cornerstone with your own two hands. There is light if only we are brave enough to embrace it and make it a part of our journey. Literally, you are one of those people who believes in eternal positivity. You are a very positive minded person. You shine brightly like a star. I'm so proud of you. Yeah. You have a lot of admirers, of course, who are also very proud of your achievements. Being happy never goes out of fashion, so live every moment to its fullest. Literally, you are a very happy person. Like, you are a very positively, like, you have a very positive, optimistic outlook type person, which makes a lot of people envy you, because you know how to smile even when things are not going your way. You know how to look at the silver lining in any situation. Now the charms. Yeah, you are a visionary. You have a lot of vision for yourself. People see you as a successful person, somebody getting a lot of recognition. These are reason enough for others to judge you, to envy you. You are living a lot of people's dream life. You have a lot of ethereal qualities about you. That's why people judge you. Very angelic. That's why people are really, mostly people are attracted towards you. So others, the low vibrational ones, are of course envious of you. You are a stable mentor figure for a lot. Music could play a significant role in your life. Yeah, transformation is a must thing in your life today. Those people who has once belittled you, they can no longer, you have transformed so much that they can no longer recognize you. All right, pile 2, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Guys, your support would mean so much to me. Thank you. Namaste.